What's up? What's up? This is Behind the Motivation with your boy Jihad El-AMIN. We're going to get this started real quick. I got some stuff to do. Good morning. It's your boy Jihad El-AMIN, G4. Oh, we got to start that over. Of course, this the day that I wouldn't do it in one take. Good morning. It's your brother Jihad El-AMIN, G4G, grinding for greatness and power in your position. Where greatness is in your grind, and you have the power within you to push and propel you to whatever place or space you want to be in. Our motivation moment of today is sometimes it's just as good to know how to simmer as it is to be piping hot. A lot of times we put a lot of energy and effort in being hot. You want to be the hot thing right now. You want to be on fire right now. You know what I mean? You want to be setting it off right now. But then you got to know how to put yourself on simmer, because simmer allows you to stay hot, right? And you want to stay hot. You don't want to just get hot. You want to stay hot, right? You want to stay in a place that you consistently, right, consumable, if you want to look at it in that way. And I challenge you today to figure a way to reach a height and then maintain that height. See, reach a level, then maintain that level. If nobody told you today, this week, this month, or this year, I love you, I believe in you, and we out. That was good, but too long. That was like 1 minute and 9 seconds, and then after all of the extras on there, it'd be too long. I was feeling it though. That could turn into a whole speech. Good morning. It's your brother Jihad El-AMIN, G4G, grinding for greatness and power in your position. Where greatness is in your grind, and you have the power within you to push and propel you to whatever place or space you want to be in. Our motivation moment of today is how to simmer, right? Everybody want to be hot. Everybody want to be striking hot. But how do you simmer? How do you get to that place that you get hot and then you maintain that heat, right? You want to figure that out. I challenge you today to reach a level and then maintain that level. Reach a level, then maintain that level. If nobody told you today, this week, this month, or this year, I love you, I believe in you, and we out. It's difficult doing it with this on. I don't want to go away from the live, but I might have to at some point do some pre-recorded ones and just post them. But this one came to me. I was watching. Dang, I hate to say I'm wrong. I think it was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, the ones who created the Janet Jackson Control album, right? And they talked about being actually somebody asked them like what it feel like to be the hottest producers at the time when they produced her album and several other people albums. And they was like, their goal ain't to be hot. Their goal is to be consistently lukewarm, right? And when they said it, it struck a nerve because a lot of times, you be one hit wonder, flash in the pan, um, one trick ponies. And in reality, them being lukewarm or consistently lukewarm, right? They still putting out hits and albums, and people are still coming to them for their productions 20, 30, 40 years later. Like they still in the game, they still relevant in the game, they still killing the game, they still getting the bag. They probably at a point now that they can give some away. And it made me really think about like, we put a lot of work into, being persistent and consistent and grinding to get to a place, right? And sometimes we don't put any thought in how do you maintain that space, right? How do you maintain a certain level of excellence? How do you maintain a certain level of skill? That so much so that in that level that you achieve, that you were striving for, actually becomes the norm for you. And then you have to start to go to a new level. But then for it to become the norm, you got to learn how to simmer. My stove now got the like little eye that you can cook something, and then you put it on to simmer, and it just sit there and it just heat. It ain't even just a button. It's like a warmer eye that you just put the thing on and let it sit there, and then the food just stay warm while you go do other things, right? Or you could use that other eye. All right. So then we got to figure a way that, when we get to a level, I always tell my students, they be like, Mr. Yo, was good today. And I'm like, today is just one day though. You know, one, the expectation should be that you should be quote unquote good consistently, right? You should be good consistently, and it ain't even just for me, it's for you. If you good, then you in class. If you in class, you learning. If you learning, you growing. If you growing, you going, right? Because if you don't know, you won't go. And that's just a thing that when they said being lukewarm over a consistent amount of time, it's on Breakfast Club. You can check out the interview with them. But it stuck with me. So think about that. When you reach a level, what is it that you need to do to maintain that level? It's hard to do. It's harder. It's easier said than done, right? But how do you maintain that level? I think MJ was really good at that. When he reached a certain level, he was able to maintain that level for a long period of time. When he became a champion and when he learned how to win, it was like he wasn't really losing no more. He knew how to win, and he was going to work to knock him off. And the only thing that probably got him off was time, right? Father Time is undefeated. But hey, you matter, you important. Every chromosome, every micro, every DNA strand is important to you, to the world, to your existence. There's nothing and nobody like you right now. They can be close, but they can't be you. And the world needs you to do something, to be something, to give something. So if nobody told you today, this week, this month, or this year, I love you, I believe in you, and we out.